Hello, darling.
Hello, my sweets.
Does that make you laugh?
Yeah, every time.
Someone messaged me the other week and was like, why aren't you eating tea and Timtams? And I was like, well, every time we've done it, I've been off the shugs.
Yeah, you're off the shug night.
I know, yeah. So,
Plus, we don't want any additional heat. We don't want Arnett's.
I mean, I don't think they're going to tell us off for that, surely.
Promo.
Exactly.
Shout out. Can we get our first sponsor on here or what? What do you reckon?
My mum actually texted me a photo of her with some gluten-free Timtams, and she said they're delicious. I said they are, aren't they?
Do we need gluten-free?
She's
Well, she's...
yeah. No, but what I'm saying is people are getting influenced by and going to buy them because they're now in England. They've never used to be in England, and now they're stocking them in England. So people keep messaging me with pictures of their Timtams, and I didn't realise they do gluten-free.
Oh.
Fantastic for you celiacs or intolerant people out there. Oh, bless you. I hope I don't get that. Because
that was one of the self-diagnosis potentials
migraines.
Of migraines.
I know. I had a bit of a struggles, didn't I? It was not good. I've been having a right bloody carry on with migraines recently, and if you've been following Sydney Instagram, I thought I'd tackled it. I've been doing really well. I've got like my little concoction. I've got a little tablet bag that I take everywhere with me that I tend to try and have more of.
It's big.
Exactly.
It's a big bag.
It's redonkulous, isn't it? And I don't think you knew what migraines were until you started dating me or what they were like.
I've never had one. Never had anyone around me experience them. And they look nasty.
Oh, they are
real nasty.
Well, I had, anyway, I kind of just have been having them. I used to have them at school. And you've heard this story over and over again because I've had to tell the doctors when we went to A&E. Then, I used to have them at school, and it was, I don't know if it was the bright lights in class, but I could only see half the teacher's face. It was bizarre. I'd get these auras and I couldn't see properly, and then it would make me feel really sick, and the only way to get rid of it was go to sleep, basically. And then I'd wake up and I would actually feel fine. So I had those for years, and then I went through about a 10-year span in my 20s of never, ever having them. Considering the amount of times I binge drank and ate a shit ton of sweetened chocolate and shit.
You used to be a little binger back in your day, were you?
Binge drinker, bijou,
little
free
Geordie.
Twebbles for a fiver.
Getting mortal.
All a Newcastle hotspot. Bijou, shout out. Empress, shout out. Tup, shout out. Absolute epic. Honestly, ridiculous. Anyway, I don't know how, but I didn't get migraines for ages. And then I hit 30, 31. So couple of years ago, and I just started getting them more frequently, and they kind of coincided with that dip in hormones post ovulation. And then now I've been getting them more frequently, and I'm now thinking, is it red wine? Is it sugar? I gave up sugar for 3 weeks and I didn't have one, but 3 weeks isn't a very long time. I then had a load of sugar one weekend and got it. I gave up sugar again for 3 weeks, didn't have one, had a load of sugar and then got one again. It's is it sugar? Is it red wine? Sometimes I have red and it's fine. Yeah. Sometimes it's not. But what the hell is it?
You've had a couple of glasses of red with me and it's been fine. Yeah. So you actually don't know. So that drew us to the we need to get some tests.
Well, the tests weren't because of all of that, really, were they? They were because
tell you what, TikTok ain't telling us exactly what we need to know, which is your Bible.
TikTok
seems to be everyone's Bible these days. TikTok, and my view on that, I ain't buying it.
It's 2026.
I ain't buying someone spitting shite behind their iPhone advice.
No, I get it, but if you look at, there's a lot of, just like I'm out there as a midwife, I'm giving evidence-based research on stuff. There are people who are out there who are specifically neuro people or things to do with
that's
migraine.
Okay. That's okay. Yeah. That's good. But I feel like more often than not, it's just some Joe blog, 2 peanuts in a podcast trying to give advice sometimes.
Yeah.
I might be just throwing too much shade on the TikTokers, but
I get that. But
if it's a doctor, then yeah.
But also, I also don't know if I believe doctor stuff all the time.
So this happened to me. I went into we ran out of Armour Force. Armour Force has been world renowned for being one of the best.
It's not world renowned. We don't know it in the UK.
Okay. Australia. Well, my old football club, we have one of the best doctors, Dr. Peter Bruckner. You can look him up. Pretty sure he wrote the Bible on dry needling and all that sort of stuff. He was the head doctor of the Australian cricket team. We're the best international cricket teams ever. And the head doctor for 20 years with them, and all the accolades that come with him. He spruiks that heavily, real heavy, that Armour Force is the GOAT supplement. Then on TikTok, someone's come out and said, I've been telling everyone for years it's harmful for you, or it's not good, or it's got all this and all this bad nasty stuff. So we ran out of Armour Force. I went into the pharmacy to get some more.
Oh yeah.
And when I spoke to the chemist, not the chemist, the pharmacist, the person behind it, and he was in his white cloak, and a white cloak in one of his. If you wear a white cloak and you got a fresh shave, you're the real McCoy. You listen to that, and they went, and I said, I'll just get a big jar of the Armour Force, and they're like, you want the big boy straight? And I'm like, yep, no stuffing around. It's like turns out being $1.20 a tablet. It's got to be good. Yeah, it was $68 for the
60.
Yeah. For 60 tablets.
What did he say? I'm interested to hear.
She started laughing. She laughed in my face.
And said what?
And said, it's absolute bollocks. This is one of the best products, hence why it's in a cabinet behind us, and you're paying premium for it. She's like, shook her head and laughed at me, and I just giggled my way all the way out of that friggin' Amcal.
Well, you love it, don't you? And I do agree with you.
Can I please hear your rebuttal? You can.
I do absolutely agree with you, and
you do agree with me. Oh,
I did say something on something, and I know TikTok is rubbish. I don't tend to scroll a huge amount because I'm always working on there, so I don't really scroll that much. But I do think TikTok has it, and Instagram are incredible. But it's really important to use people who are qualified, or listen to people who are qualified. And this is what I talk about when I'm doing my Serene Birthing posts: is midwife led. I understand the physiology. I have been and got a degree. I understand it all. So it's more, evidence-based stuff, and I've seen it firsthand. So I do think that it's hard for everyone out there when they see lots of different stuff like me. But with the migraine stuff, I do really appreciate when people give me different advice, because the only reason why I knew about the tablet that I take that's worked up until now is because several people on Instagram said, take some a triptan.
Yep.
So I did, for a couple of years, I was taking 900 aspirin, loads of different, like Panadol, were anti-sickness, and it was working. And then all of a bloody sudden, it just stopped. The other day, and I woke up
working.
I took it on the Wednesday night because I felt like one was coming. I woke up Thursday morning, I still had it. I was asleep. I had to go back to bed, didn't I? You had to run to the pharmacy again for me because I'd ran out. To get some more. He's getting good with these terms because he just goes in, he knows exactly what he's doing. You're so good, honestly. And you got me and you brought me back, and I thought, get in, I'll have a couple of hours, see if I wake up, it'll be fine. It wasn't, was it?
Nah.
Ended up in the GP.
Straight in.
Nearly vomiting. Really not good. The GP was like, we need to get this under wraps. Here's a prescription. And then he decided to fucking go home. And then when we rang all the pharmacies,
wrong prescription,
they don't have it. They don't stock it because it's so expensive. I was like, great. And he said, if it doesn't get better, you need to go to A&E. And I was like, or ED, they call it out here. And I said, I'm not going. I said, I'm going to bed. Because I started to feel a bit better after the anti-sickness,
So you did. The little trooper you are. You just popped yourself off to bed with your severe migraine, and
I don't like wasting time.
We went in the next morning.
I don't like wasting time.
Gee, you were funny coming home from. You were like a dog hanging out the window when you drop the back window, and you're just out the window.
Oh, wasn't
and then the thought popped into your head. I just don't know how your brain works in the middle of a migraine.
I know. I haven't spoken to my mum in about 3 weeks. I haven't spoke to her in ages. Yeah, so I wasn't good, and I went to ED for 6 hours and basically had a shit ton of different medication, and they said if it gets you're on the most strongest thing that you can take, you need to go and have an MRI, you need to go and see neuro. If it comes back again and those tablets that you already take don't work, you need to come to ED. So, but typical ADHD, that was a week ago, and I still haven't made my appointment for MRI.
I know.
But I'm on a quest to try and help, work out where the hell it's coming from. So we'll see.
We'll see.
How's your week been, honey?
Got something funny written down here but I'm not sure as how I should say it. Just to top it off your week, to top your week off. I don't know if I should say it's a bit confronting. Sydney, I'm going to say it. The masses need it. They'll love it. You come out of the toilet this morning, and you're like, a couple of mornings ago, and you're like, babe, I just had to pull my poo out of my bum.
I've never had to do that before.
Like, physically? Like, did you have to physically? And you're like,
it was stuck. It was stuck. Oh, no, it really hurt. I think the tablets that they gave me, all the medication.
All I pictured was, where'd she get the little thin gloves from? Like little, where?
I raw dogged it.
Oh my God. I don't know if I should have said that. They're really going to be cracking themselves at that.
I had a tissue and I had to like push up.
Oh my God. Okay, enough. I just wanted to
hurt my bum and I was like, I think I've got a hemorrhoid. Will you have a look? I think I've got a purple grape hanging out my anus. It's better now.
It's better. No one stressed.
I've been Vaselining every night. No, I haven't. Oh, it was really bad. I needed some moral support and a cuddle. It really took it out of me. It was humbling.
After that, you would have patted me on the back with your pooey fingers. Kevin Hart. I've been watching that over the last couple of days. The Kevin Hart roast special on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Netflix is a joke. That's the comedy section of Netflix. Netflix is a joke.
Is that what it's called?
There.
No way.
So they're gonna. Yeah, I guess they're delving deeper into the comedy sector. So they've got this thing going on. Anyway, it was Tom Brady a little while ago. Tom Brady, who's that?
No idea.
So Sydney didn't know the opening roast was Tom Brady, is the GOAT, greatest of all time NFL player.
Why would I know an NFL player? Is that in America?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the greatest quarterback of all time. But not only that, he's a celebrity. But appears in movies and TV series as cameo appearances and the Super Bowl. Do you know what the Super Bowl is?
I've never seen that. I've only watched.
But you know what the Super Bowl is? The grand final of the NFL. Anyway, he's won 7 of those, which is quite a large achievement. Anyway, he came out and everyone's like, "Oh, I'm going wild," and Sydney's like, "Who's that?" It blew my mind actually, but it's really fun. It's really funny. Obviously, in a roast, there was parts in there that are like, that's cringe to watch, and the cringe parts for you were like, turn it off. This is what did you call it? It's triggering me.
Oh, it's
before
so
bed. It's so
cheesy.
hard to watch. It's so hard to watch. That's why when you watch a good comedy show like McNally,
yeah,
it's unreal. It's so good because you're like, oh, they're going at it with such confidence, and everything's hitting. All their lines are just hitting. They can't lose. I know. And it's so refreshing and it makes you just feel awesome. On the flip side, when it doesn't go well for them up there, and this was shot live, by the way, so I had extra admiration for all the comedians.
Well, the presenter, it was the presenter that I was struggling, really I was just...
Shane Gillis is GOAT. He's so funny. I think you watched the first bit. I think they were all warming up and then you gave up and I've just been watching it.
I was telling you, though, that I actually went to a comedy night in Newcastle back home and I left halfway through because I could not. I get this real bad thing where I stand in their shoes and imagine what it must be like for them to crack a gag and no one find it funny.
Well, no wonder you feel like even worse because now you're trying to live in their shoes. Don't do that.
I always do that. I can't not. I went to
sit there and not laugh like everyone else, and then
my stepdad took me to go and see this really horrific slavery film, and it was called Rabbit Proof Fence. And I thought it was about rabbits, and I couldn't sleep for 2 weeks after I was in with my mother.
You're an idiot.
It was absolutely horrific. I can't watch Boy in Striped Pajamas. I watched The Notebook. I hysterically cried at The Notebook because I was like,
all unreal movies apart from Notebook.
Sorry,
they were all. You don't
awesome like The
movies.
Notebook?
Yeah. What?
No.
I mean, I love Jake Gyllenhaal. Not Jake Gyllenhaal.
Ryan Gosling.
Go.
Love him so much.
Legend.
Didn't get his name right. You've just been having a go at me about not knowing Shimon. He just fucked that right up.
Anyway. PP.
Oh, babes. Why are you so ADHD this week? I'm so ADHD. Come on. Give it some.
I'm so ADHD. When I'm working in front of my computer, I need to have noise cancelling headphones on. Like I can't get going. I can't start unless the normal ones that non-noise cancelling, they can't work. I can't operate.
But why?
It just dulls out all the sound. So say when we're in our home office, office at home.
No way. Home office, office at home.
Trying to paint a picture for the people. There's the streets there, and it's not a busy street, but I just every now and then when a car goes past, it'll be the smallest thing, or like
it distracts you.
Just distracting. So, but I got to play music as well, so it's got to be.
I don't know how you do that.
This is how hard it is for me to dial in. I need to wake up. I need to have me caffeine,
poo.
Yeah. What else?
Coffee,
Zin.
poo, Zin. Oh, he loves a Zin. Orange juice.
Yeah, well, we have the creatine to try and help with a bit of brain fog. But anyway, without going off too much off track, I have to play music as well. So then the music comes on, And I know how my brain works now that my brain will start thinking about something related to the music. It'll wander off for a bit. So I'm like, all right, that's okay. I'll sip my coffee and just think about it and let it roll out. And then after 2 or 3 minutes, then I can dial back in. All these things need to go right for me just to
effectively work.
Just to get in and get into the zone, and get started.
I don't know how you do that.
That's my first,
I am
it's
the
tough.
opposite.
It's draining. It's tiring.
I'm the opposite. I cannot listen to music at all, or it will absolutely put me off. Like I can, if there's any words, you sometimes listen to classical, but you do listen to
Changes.
Yeah,
you know what I've been listening to lately?
Loud.
Background theme, Viking theme music.
Does that get you in the zone?
Yeah,
really?
At the moment, Viking themed music.
No,
and then
I
it goes
need silence.
To classic acoustic with no words.
That's fine.
No words, and then it'll be jazz, and then it'll be like Bali light club music. Doof doof doof. Kind of like
I don't know how.
Gets you up a little bit because you're thinking about sun, sand, surf, but then spreadsheets.
Yeah.
What's your I'm so ADHD?
Oh, it's so funny. So Ness, my assistant, she lives in Sydney, so we do like a weekly Teams call or whatever, Google Meet or whatever. And the other day, I don't know why, our meeting was at 9 or 10. It was 3 minutes past or something, and I was like, why hasn't she joined? What's she doing? She knows. And I realised I hadn't clicked fucking join meeting. So I was sat on it, and I was getting angry for someone not being there when actually I joined in and she was already fucking there.
She was just sitting there in the lobby.
Yeah.
Waiting in the lobby and you're just in your own lobby.
Yeah.
Not kickstarting the meeting.
Like I'm just so away with the fairies that like I'm doing a lot of different things at once that then when I go to do that, I wasn't concentrating. I've really got to be more mindful.
Oh, Ness. I don't know how she puts up with you. Shout out.
Ness.
Nessie.
No, just Ness.
A Loch Ness monster.
Vanessa is...
Loch Ness.
She's got her work cut out with me.
She's got her work cut out.
Poor bugger.
Pure bugger.
I've got a load of listener ones, actually.
Let's slide a couple in.
One came from my mum. And she said,
Jules. Me Jules.
Me Jules. Or she always eats with this. I'm so ADHD, I always eat with the same cutlery at home because the food doesn't taste right if I don't use the same cutlery.
I can understand that, Jules.
Do you think that's autism or do you think that's ADHD?
I don't know. Has your mum got tiz as well?
She's got it all here. She's got it all.
She's the lot. Burger with a lot. Oh, same here. But I like my forks. We've got a crazy array of assortment of forks, and my forks will be keeping you up.
Oh God, that was a gorgeous yawn.
Jesus, it looked enjoyable.
Was this?
I've got my 3 favourite forks, and there's not one that's the same as the other. So, and it increases the experience of the meal. I don't know if it changes the taste, but
you don't like the big forks.
Meal. Nah, big.
I love a big fork. A massive fork.
Crickets.
I love a massive fork. You are like, I don't want fork. That big one.
That could have gone anywhere, but we'll leave that. Keep moving on.
Someone called Ord said
Ord.
I think. Well, it's an Instagram. Ord, like Audrey, maybe. I haven't managed to fill out the forms for the diagnosis yet. I think that's a real typical one for those undiagnosed ADHD.
Yes.
That you just sit on the forms and you sit on forms for ages because you just
I had to be pushed to do mine.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Someone called Senorita, but I don't actually think that was her name. I think that was just her Instagram. She said, I'm so ADHD, I left my car running on my sister's drive while we went on holiday.
I was an auto cutout.
How did she do that? She didn't give me any backup on what happened, whether it was whether it cut out, whether the battery died, whether someone knew it was on.
Just would have run out of petrol.
Oh my God, honestly. I was just like, that is a nightmare. Oh, one of the girls who I used to work with, a midwife called Leanne, she messaged me. She actually messaged me several. I've really felt for her on this one, though, because it's just fucking awful. I'm so ADHD, I've spent all week building up the fucking energy to change my bed, super king, pain in the arse, to climb into bed tonight with a book and a cuppa and proceed to knock the entire cup of tea at speed across the whole of the bed. So now I'm sat with a second cup of tea and going to sleep in an unmade bed because I'm not fucking doing that twice in a day. Yeah. Oh, it's the worst.
I've done that. I've done that numerous times. Stripping the bed's easy. I'm happy to do that. And we've got a Super King as well.
Yeah,
so
we do.
It gets heavier. The mattress is heavier. Another slight bit of percentage of admin that you don't want to deal with. And then there's my big brown stain on the mattress. You've seen this. Don't give me that face.
What's that from?
It's from, wait for it. It's, I think I just freshly made the bed as well. And I got up with me big F-off cup of Cocoa Pops.
Cocoa Pops. You had Cocoa Pops.
This one, I was running Cocoa Pops. I was in a, yeah, I know, and too much sugar.
That is ridiculous.
Right before bed. But anyway, I went to hop in. I'm all excited, and then knee, boom, clipped the bottom of the mug, boom, everywhere, all in my lap, and it soaked down so fast that I couldn't. And it was late at night, couldn't be bothered.
Milk as well.
Stripped the bed, and then
how does that not stink?
I slept on the other side of the bed.
Ew, you dirty bugger. Dirty. Oh my God. Honestly, that is rank. Now you've upgraded to
just Cocoa Pops.
Now you've upgraded to.
I've got a funny joke about a Cocoa Pops joke. I'll say it next week. I need time to rehearse it. It's quite lengthy.
You need time to rehearse it. Write it down because you'll forget because you've got ADHD.
Good point. Speaking of,
P&P.
P&P.
Protect and preserve.
Do you have a P&P this week, babe, or did you just go, too hard, basket, can't think of one. I love you.
That was really nice that I said that last week.
No, sorry.
And you were devastated. I wasn't
devastated. I was caught off guard. I was saying off air that it was so lovely. I just sat there like a stunned mullet. Like when you whip out your phone to start doing stories, I'm like...
You're always topless.
Bro, I'm always vulnerable, yes. I'm in the most vulnerable. I'm wearing my shittest clothes. Got tears in them. They're all been like... shrunken over time, so it's literally showing.
What is that about? So he's got tops, right? He's actually. I'm going to send you a photo of his
stuff.
I'm going to send you a photo of his room. He's got one side of his wardrobe that is folded, pristine, perfection, color coordinated, the lot. Then you turn roughly 20% around, and there's just a big pile of stuff. A big pile of stuff that just stays there. And he's got these T-shirts that he wears, house T-shirts and bed T-shirts. And they have a tear on every left shoulder.
Just here, in the seam. No idea why. There would have to be 4 of my lounge home shirts that have T-shirts that have it. Don't know what's happening. Maybe it's my big muscle shoulders.
I just don't know what you're doing with that shoulder. Like, I don't ever see you doing anything. And also he forgets and he goes out with them on. And I'm like, oh, God.
He's got a girlfriend now. It just doesn't matter anymore. You just don't care.
Even
just
more
in the groove,
reason
lazy.
To look good because you want to keep me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, you want to keep me. You get in that fucking squat rack.
That's why I look like this and don't wear holy jumpers, babe.
That's genes. That's genetics.
That's genes. My P&P is a bit small, really. But I don't want to be putting you down, so I don't really want to mention this too much.
Hit me.
I've got a caveat but we'll discuss that after. But you do this very funny thing. I love very much how you are very good at cooking. You make us nice dinners, and I'm very grateful for that.
Us, yes.
There is a really funny thing that you do for some reason.
What is it?
Before you've even
here we fucking go.
Put the meat on.
Yes.
You start boiling the peas.
Oh. Is that doing your little nutty in a bit?
Look, how does everyone else like their peas? Because I like a bit of crunch.
Yeah, you like frozen.
Dente.
Does anyone else like to eat their peas frozen? Not me. Get those fuckers soggy. Get them in there. Get them drizzling. Get them boiling, bubbling away.
You boil them.
You can't burn them. You can't burn peas.
Yeah, but then they're mushy.
Who doesn't like a mushy pea?
P&P.
P&P. Okay.
And, do you know, I wrote down that I actually really appreciate, obviously, that you cook for me, especially when I'm doing my hypnobirthing and you've done dinner and I come down and it's all done. You've put the candles on. You're very good at hitting the circadian rhythm.
Yeah, circadian.
And you're good at doing all that. You're brilliant. And there's nothing really major this week, so that's all I could say. And you were so good looking after me when I had my migraine. And so many people messaged me.
That was easy.
Yeah, you said that you would drive in to me. What did you say? Go on, say it again. It was really nice.
I dropped you off at the airport.
See ya!
How well am I? See
That'll
ya!
help our migraine.
Boys, we're on! Dropped you off at the hospital, and then I had to go back and do a couple of hours work.
Well, you didn't just drop me off. You did come in. You were with me for 2 hours before you went.
That's right. And then I came back to do a couple of hours work, and in past relationships, not just like, but I haven't, when I was driving back, I'm like, I can't wait to get there. And then I caught myself going, I've never really Like this is not a chore, even though you're sitting in, and hospitals are grim at the best of times, you know, and just going in there, I was like, and I love working, so I had a lot to do and, you know, had no reason to get a little bit of a joy or excitement to come and see you, but bring you all the food and 8 million types of roll-ups, healthy roll-ups and soups and stuff. And then I just got myself going, you know what? Oh, thank God. This is good.
This is good. And you were so good. You brought me like lentil soup and stuff. It was very nice.
And stuff.
Yeah.
My P&P for the week.
Go on then.
Just like your caveat, I love you and stuff, and we're on the same team and that.
Here we go.
But when we do meals, there's a lot of meals chat, isn't it? But when we do meals, yeah, all good. And then it comes to the cleanup, and you're very good at cleaning up. Very good. You're same as me, right? Wipe the benches down meticulously, exactly how I like it. Sometimes you leave too much Ajax on the top, and then you don't use the sponge when it should be done with a paper towel. Wipe over the top so that it's glossy.
Debatable.
So it's glossy.
Okay.
It gets to the final piece, the final hurdle. There's a little grate in the bottom of your sinks where all the little bits of food, and you rinse it. The grate there is to save the drains, but you just need to baby, you need to grab it and you will not do it. You've never done it. You probably will never do it.
I've done it once.
Okay. P&P.
It
takes 2 seconds. You grab it. And you go.
It goes through me.
You pull the bin out, it takes 3 seconds.
I know how you do it.
I'll do it. We're just going to show you just in case.
All right, thanks.
But so my thing is like it's the food that you just ate for your plate. When you're sitting in your plate, you're not doing that face like a smacked ass when you're looking at your plate with a bit of food on it, like.
I am.
With the plate, an empty plate that you've just eaten off.
It's when it's wet. It's the textures. I don't like the textures.
So it's wet food you don't like.
And it goes through me. That even conversation has just shooketh a nervous. It's really, it really just goes through me. I just don't like it, and you're really good at it and stuff. You don't mind.
Don't do that. Don't tell me I'm good at stuff just because you don't like doing that job.
You've started doing that with me with the washing, saying I'm really good at the washing.
Yeah, because I'm playing your game. Which you are unreal in that laundry. Like, it's running, it's humming. Oh, you're phenomenal. The way you hang it up, the way you take it down.
Wind your neck in, bruv.
Wind your neck in.
Past, present, future, doll. Comes to the last one. We're rolling into the last bit. Yeah. And I guess all of my bits on this bit are all to do with what we've really talked about. But there's just some additional things for future Sydney. So in terms of my migraines, I appreciate all the messages that I've got. I obviously can't get back to all of them. I really tried, but I think one of the things for my migraine is being overwhelmed or stressed, and I just was like, I can't get back to too much of it. But I did get a message from a lady who's called Tara, and she's an ADHD coach, I told you, and she's going to give me some free sessions. She's also in the process of rolling out a new business idea to help, other people who have ADHD and coaching and all of this type of stuff. And basically, I'm having a session with her next week to see, how to sort my brain out a bit. And I'm also keeping up with my Mindshift Mentors, hypnotherapy, cognitive reprogramming stuff. I did it today on the way. I do it in the car.
Yeah, it's heaven.
Yeah. What? Because I don't speak for 20 minutes.
You close your eyes and just put your headphones in.
Yeah, so I've been doing that, which actually really does help. But I'm just on a mission to, just etch some time out in my days to potentially get some more bloods, go get a Dutch test, work out some hormonal stuff, find out where my migraines are coming from. I'm going to be documenting it on my Following Sydney, and I'll probably do some longer version ones maybe to stick on YouTube. I say that now, don't hold me to it because I'm really shit at saying I'll do something when it comes to content, and then I forget to actually film the fucker. So I'm going to try because I really want to help people, because I do feel like it's a massive thing. There's so much talk about ADHD and the link with migraines, with high histamine, the link with autoimmune disease, the link with PMS and PMDD. And it's just a lot. And I think that a lot of the stuff out there to help is very expensive. And I'm just trying to find ways to help people that are maybe on the cheaper side or free.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that's my plan in the future going forward.
Good.
Hope that helps.
That does. That will help. Lots of people. Mine's a future, Clayton. We've got Bali coming up, of course, and we've got to take the hound back to the family farm.
Oh, I'm missing already.
The Hinkley family farm. So we're going back next week, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the new dynamic of our where I grew up, our family farm has had a bit of a shift.
It has.
Mum and Dad have moved out of our family home finally.
After how long?
A long time coming.
40 years?
No. I'm only 37, so we moved there when I was, Jesus Christ, when I was like small.
Oh, so still
7.
35 years then.
Yeah.
That's good going. Your dad's
So,
half
yeah, it
moved
is.
out.
So when you say 40 years, I'm like, what? Not that long ago. But
Yes, you're nearly 40.
That's fucking quite right. Jesus Christ.
You've not got long, hun.
Anyway, so we've got to go take the hound back there, and he's going to hang out with all of we've got lots of Kelpies for working sheepdogs, which are like family anyway, and we've got lots of other pets. He loves going to hang out with all his mates back there and has acres for days, fields to just run in that you don't tie him up.
Yeah, because Holly and Dale
So
are going to very kindly.
Yeah.
Because your brother Dale.
So, looking forward to seeing the new dynamic. Holly and Dale, my little brother Dale, has moved into the family home where we all grew up, and Mum and Dad have relocated to their new house they built in town. So now they're now townies.
Townies. I mean, when we say
250 metres from our local footy oval where, shout out the Bulls, the big, brutal Mallee Bulls.
It's not like a normal town. There's nothing there really, is there?
There's one fish and chip shop. There's one petrol station, half. It's not even a real one. It's kind of like it's attached to the motel.
It's like some enough, that
one pub.
Like, what is that?
Two pubs.
What's that stuff that goes down the street when nothing's there? Tumbleweed.
A tumbleweed. Yeah, in summer it gets pretty.
That's
when
what
it's hot,
like.
yeah.
There's
and down the
nothing
street
there.
you can see the mirage. The
Heat.
heat. Yeah, and everyone's just ducking for cover in a 40-degree Mallee day. Yeah, but beautiful town. And so Mum and Dad are in there now. We have not. I have not.
Yeah.
Therefore, you haven't stayed in the new house in town. Mum's loving it, but I'm most excited we'll try and spend a night at the ranch at the family farm, and just see the change of the
With
dynamic.
the
It's gonna be
there.
with little Millie and Teddy.
Your nephew and niece, because obviously you had such a good childhood up there, like
Unreal,
playing
the best.
and we get loads of loads of photos of them in their gum boots and no clothes on, just running around.
Nude gum boots.
Wellies, that is.
Yeah, wellies just running around. That's what we did. As soon as it rained, you would be outside for hours. No doubt Mum loved it because us 4 kids would just run out into just playing puddles and be in the 4-wheeler and getting up to all sorts of mischief. It was just endless fun. So seeing them do all that stuff because they're all getting to that age now where they're starting to do what we did. I get more.
Yeah.
But I think the rooms are all changed. Like
I know.
Ted will have his own, and then Millie
And
has
the furniture, all the furniture.
So we just so used to going back, and our 3 old rooms of a sibling. So Dale and I were in one room together. He used to fart heaps, and then there was Jason and Carly. Carly being the girl got her own room. Jason being the oldest got his own room. So then middle to lower end, Clayton had to take on Dale, the last one who came along. So he just got slammed in with me, and so those rooms are all changed around now, and it's like. Dale and Holly are in my old room. I think they're using that as the master now, and to do some things in there as well. They will, and the spare room. I think the spare room now is Mum and Dad's old room, and I'm just like, it's just going to be different. I'm excited for it. Yeah. Just such a change.
And they've got lovely plans for it as well.
And I bet the smell when I go home, the smell that I'm used to going back to see after all these years is the same smell. But
will it be?
But it's going to have, Holly and Dale's flavour on it. It'll be could smell like candles and kids and, kids.
And I wonder if your mum's house, mum's new house in the town will smell like home.
Yeah, no, it's all paint, it's all new, so I've been in there. It does smell like just like a new home, but all new stuff. I'm pretty excited to go and see it all because it's such change for me of my upbringing and stuff like that. So, but it's all positive. It's nothing about it's sad. It's just all exciting because we're going to always have that farm to go to, and when we have kids, we can take ours back there, and it's just that unreal outlet that we get. And we're very lucky. I'm very grateful to have that there. So,
oh well, I'm looking forward to going back and seeing your family lamb and stuff.
Yes,
it'll be really lovely.
It'll be lush.
It will. So, if anyone would like to email any stuff in, it's TNT. Yes, at Gmail.
So yeah,
TNTT at gmail.com.
Message us stuff. Message us anything.
Message your P&Ps. So the P&Ps are basically protect and preserve. What do you do in your relationships or friends and family? What do you put up with? Because they're only small things. They're not really bad.
Grind your gears about your partner that you just have to suppress or or whatever, or any sort of beef that you have, yeah.
And maybe introduce it to your relationships and let us know how it goes, because it's just a nice little acknowledgement.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right then,
Good
babe.
Stuff. Thanks,
have
babe.
a great day.
You too.
Nice to see you.
We'll hang out with you the rest of the day. See you later.
See you later.